Happiness through curiosity on the Ranveer Show. At the start of the episode, we spoke about those conflicts that are not reported upon. Like we speak about the Israel conflict and the Ukraine conflict, but there's also other things happening in the world.
Yeah.
There's ammunition being used everywhere. Where is that ammunition made from a majority perspective? Because the traditional narrative is that it's all American, or a lot of it is American. Is that true?
So the American military-industrial complex is very strong, and all of these wars help them. But the fact is that most of the world cannot afford those weapons. There are many players in the defense market. You should look at the CIPRI report that comes out every year that talks about the biggest defense buyers and suppliers. America, of course, is a very, very big player. They don't just sell weapons, they also give weapons to a lot of partners, like Taiwan. Like Israel has been getting military aid from the US for as long as I can remember. So that is one thing. Africa, the Russians have a very big presence. The Wagner Group is very big in Africa. The Chinese are trying to make inroads. India is trying to give to sell. We've done a deal with the Philippines on BrahMos. We have other players. We have some African partners as well who are buying, because Armenia, I think, has not Azerbaijan. Armenia has bought some weapons from us. So Indian weapons are effective and also cost effective. You have drones coming out of Iran, the Shahed drones. You have drones coming out of Turkey, the Bayraktar 2. There are a lot of players in this market, and increasingly, you can use a $200 drone to beat a big machine. So it's a very, very, it's not a level playing field anymore. So yes, a lot of weapons are being used, but they're coming from all sorts of places.
Okay. It's not a level playing field anymore simply because of drone warfare being a reality.
That, and sometimes, we spend so much money on tanks and ships and submarines, and given the way things are going, sometimes they become sitting ducks. So warfare is evolving very fast. I will not be able to give you specific terminology for how it is changing, and I guess you need all sorts of things to secure your assets. But I remember reading somewhere that these America and France and Russia and China, they're top dogs in this game, but smaller dogs also bite.
Wow.
So how are you going to secure yourself from those? And those bites will also hurt.
Who benefits financially off of wars?
The weapons makers.
That's it?
No, that's not it. We did a story on, again, I come back to Gaza. There are 7 checkpoints or exit points out of the Gaza Strip. One is Rafah, which opens into Egypt. And ever since the war began, there were people who were facilitating the entry of Gazans into Egypt for a fee. And then reports say that it was streamlined, and one Egyptian company was asked to do all of it, whose owner happens to be close to the Egyptian president. The government of Egypt has denied it, but enough and more reports say that this company is making millions of dollars a day getting people out of Gaza. I think $5,000 for an adult and $2,500 or $800 for a child is the fee to come out of the Gaza Strip. They are making money off a war. When aid trucks go into Gaza, there are Palestinian groups that say, we will offer you security and support, but we want a share of the aid. And that share is taken and sold in the black market. So war has its own economy that evolves. It's not just the weapons makers.
From a very macro perspective and based on your study and observation, is there a part of you that believes that there's some human beings who truly wish for at least the current conflicts to stay lit up instead of calm down?
The Israeli Prime Minister. He is Prime Minister as long as the war is on.
That's it?
No, that's not it. I'm sure there are others. There are people who wars continue because they're serving someone's purpose. So yes.
That was my actual question.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, if you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.